Hey guys, welcome back to another Moondog trading video. Tonight's video, we're going to talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum Matic, Cardano, Solana, uh, Avalanche, and SHIB in that order. And we're also going to talk about, trading sideways and some of the things that I'm looking at going forward. And also, maybe there's a big move on the horizon, guys. And we talked about some of these things. Let me see. I'm looking at some of my indicators here. Let's see. Let's get a better idea of this. So the MACD will cross as long as we're above 47,300 area. Where did the new daily? The new daily candle just closed about 10 minutes ago. Where did we close? Did we get above? Or we opened and closed above 48,300. Guys, that's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, I would have liked to close up into this range above 48,600 area because you could see where we could get resistance there. But hey, let's just get above there for now. We're gonna mark that 48,665 area. You guys can see the two touch points right here and right here. We could see, and we actually got a rejection right here. But we got our bounce perfectly, guys. From yesterday's video, got this bounce off the fib. We talk about trading anywhere from 52 to this 45, let's see, 45,600 to 45,700 area, trading sideways until we get to this, and let's see what happens when we test this trend. Now, I know there's some things that are going on, I believe tomorrow, so we'll see how this thing plays out. But right now, everything we talked about, even from last week, nothing has changed. Everything's normal. I would like to see us stay above this 43. Let's just say 43. I have 43,178, but let's just say 43 even, guys. I don't want to see a daily candle closing under that. I mean, if it does, it's not the end of the world, but it means that we would set a new low on the weekly, and I'll show you guys what I mean. See, weeklies. Okay. And we're talking about this area right in here. I know this is not easy to see, but guys, trust me when I say this. There is this low because you can see the lows, right? And then we come up, we get the lows here. So I don't want to set a new low and then come down. Actually, yeah, I mean 43 pretty much. So I don't want to see a new low put in because if we do that, and we talked about in yesterday's video, I don't want to see it close under 40,000 or 39,000 because then we could fall back into my trend that I had from yesterday's video. We don't want to see that. But right now, everything that we thought was going to happen is happening. So, things are looking sideways and still looking good. Guys, sometimes when you trade sideways like that, this is called consolidation. That means there's a big move that's going to come. It's either going to come to the downside or the upside, but a big move is coming. But right now, everything is so low. Look at my RSI. I just added this indicator, guys. This is like a vortex mix almost. I do like vortex indicators. This is a different kind though. This is not a standard. So I'm kind of just tinkering with it. So it's not anything special until I can really do a lot of back testing on it. Then I would recommend it. But if you do like vortex indicators, guys, I would just use the regular generic vortex, not something someone made. That works. I have that in other charts, but I was just testing something different because I like testing different indicators. But I always keep my main ones. And like I said, most of these, like right here, which I don't know how this happened, but this should be down here. Like this is RSI. This just kind of gives me a visible RSI, RSI. These are all three RSIs. You don't need three RSIs, guys, but this just does different things. Like this has hidden divergence. This one just gives me a visual on the number. And this one just gives me a visual when I see the red pop up. It's just all visual, so that's why I use this. I actually, like I said, I should be getting rid of this one because I got the number here. This is a stochastic indicator. This is two back-to-back MACDs. This MACD, like I said, guys, just shows me when it crosses. So if I see the green cross or the red cross, I hear the green cross. It just visually for me. This MACD, this one shows me prices. So right now we're on the daily. So it changes though. So say if I put to the 4 hour, Okay, 4 hours got the cross. It's crossing now. And if we look here, it's crossing now. So everything's looking good on the 4 hour as we speak. So let's see if this continues. The RSI just moved above 50. This is crossing green. And now you could tell right here, it says cross above 47,231, right? So it'll continue to rise as long as it stays above that price, right? So that's what I'm looking for there on the 4 hour. But if we go to the daily, you can see it's a little bit different. It hasn't crossed yet. So if it just keeps holding above 47,330 area, this eventually will cross, and things can, maybe move up to the upside a little bit here with the MACD. But a lot of things are really, really low. I mean, the RSI is sitting at 38 on the daily. So we're priming for a move to the upside, but who knows with the FUD tomorrow. People are very emotional. I think there's a moon chart. Let's look at our moon chart. I don't know. Let me see. Let's see. Where's my moon chart? Oh, I have it for SHIB. Let me go type in Bitcoin here real quick. I think there's a moon coming up soon. Yeah, it's coming up soon. You can see right here, guys, when the moons and when I mean moon chart, guys. So this is a full moon. So you see when the full moons hit, we'll hit the bottom. New moon usually is when we sell off, and then you can see the full moon here. We went back up again, and then we sold off on the new moon. Now this is somewhat accurate. I would say I haven't really I don't really trade off this too much, but some people do, and some people can do really well doing this. I mean, think about this, guys. Look, new moon, or I'm sorry, full moon, bottom, new moon, top, full moon, bottom, new moon, top. And these are just all it is moon cycles, guys. Like real life. This is not an indicator that is just showing these dots. This is a moon cycle. So you just got to find out when the next full moon is. I think it's on the 17th. Let's ask Google. Let's say maybe Google knows. Okay, Google, when is the next full moon?
Here is some information from the web that might possibly help. On the website farmersalmanac.com, they say, the next full moon will occur on Saturday, December 18th, 2021 at 11:35 p.m. Eastern Time and is known as the cold moon.
Oh, the cold moon. Okay, so there we go. So on the 18th, we'll get a full moon. So we'll see we'll see. Maybe that'll be bottom. Maybe we'll get one of these bottom moves, and that'll be the day. So who knows? But look, guys, we talked about this trend right here. Remember, we talked about this in yesterday's video. We're getting this bounce off this trend, and we're holding. Okay, so let's see if that can continue. We're also above. It looks like this is the 200 here. Yeah, so we're also closed back above the 200-day moving average, which is awesome. There is something I do want to look at. I want to look at the weekly here while we have this. 1 week. Okay. I do want to look. Okay, so yeah, and we're closing. Well, I mean, we still got until Sunday. I was just curious. Yeah, so we are above that moving average. So everything's looking good, guys. That's what I wanted to see. Now let's see what happens tomorrow with the FUD storm and everything that's going to happen. But Bitcoin's looking okay. We look, guys. We had our areas here. Look, touch point. We got rejected here. We got our bounce here, guys. The bounce is the most important thing in technical analysis. Targets to the upside, yeah, that's fine. That's good. We can hit a lot of these targets, and I probably should have had this from yesterday with these touch points. But it's all about getting this bounce and then making your decision after you get the bounce. Okay, so it's not about buying these top. You want to buy off these bounces when everybody's scared. Oh no, when Bitcoin was down to 46,300 and everybody thinks it's going lower. This is when you want to buy because this is what technical analysis is telling you, right? It's like my fib right here. We drew this fib up back here, and it bounced right off the 618. And I talked about that 618. That was the low. So we got the bounce there. That's where you would want to buy. Okay. So, and I'm not a financial advisor, guys. Everything I say is just my opinion, educational purpose only. But these are the most important parts because then you can move your stop loss a little bit above your buy-in and just chill. Like you could have it like right here at 46 if you bought it at, 45,700. Put it a little bit under 46 or right at 46, and you wouldn't have got stopped out here. You would have still been in the trade, and it would have covered your trading cost. You would have it would have been basically a free trade. So that's what I like to do anyway. So it's very important to get those bounces. It's a fear factor, guys. If you're scared to do it, then you're scared to do it. If you don't feel comfortable, then don't do it. Like I said, executing this is the hardest thing. When you see this level, like I could put in these trades. So, like I'll put in a trade. I always front run it, guys. So if I have a target and my target's 45,700, I'll always do 45,800 to try to get my order filled. That's how I do it. Okay, so I'll put it in, but sometimes it'll jump so fast, I might only get half of it filled. Sometimes you don't get any of it filled. Okay, and sometimes you got to manually do it. So that's also part of trading. Long-term hold. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Okay, let's see what happens with the FUD storm. Ethereum, guys, we talked about this in yesterday's video. I did not want to see this rejection here. We got the rejection. I mean, perfectly as we talked about. We got our bounce almost off our fib. I believe we were $3 short. I thought I talked about 36.80 area. Yeah, I did. Okay, so we were $3 off. But I always say, guys, listen, when it comes to Bitcoin and Ethereum, things that are really high priced, I mean, I've done it multiple times. Some of you guys know that have watched my channel for a while. I've hit it to the dollar numerous times, to the penny, to the dollar, even on Bitcoin. It's really hard to do though. So if you always want to be, if you're a couple dollars off, like I said, if our target is 36.80, you want to do like maybe a 36.90, maybe start to try to scale in right there. Okay. I'm not a financial advisor, guys. It's just my opinion, but this is what I do personally. Okay. So now let's see if we can get above this trend and get a daily candle close above here. I would like to see us get above this 39 and the $4,000 area, 39.50 and 4,000 area, and close above this trend again. Because you could see I erased some of the circles, but all the way dating all the way back, you can see how this trend held up. Okay. And now we fell below it. Now we got our rejection. I want to see us close back above this trend. And I'll give you a good example because AVAX, guys. Guys, I've been talking about Avalanche since, I don't even know, since it was like $40 or something. Just like when I was mentioning Solana at $20. Okay. Actually, it was 24 to 25. I was, around that price because I know I got in at 28 personally, and I was, preaching it to people. And I know sometimes people say, well, you're just doing. Look, guys, I was just doing this because I thought Solana was a great deal. It was $28, and it got all the way up to 260. And I still think in the future this will be $1,000 stock. It just might take a little bit longer than we all thought, but just like Bitcoin and everything else, it might take a little bit longer than we thought. I think Ethereum next year will have a great year. I think SHIB is setting up, but we'll talk about that. But so that's what I want to see with Ethereum right now, and I want to see us not close or not even. I don't even want to see us get under this 36.85 area, just because that'll be setting a new low. I want to see these lower lows get higher. So that's what we're looking at right now. So we have the higher low, or we have the lowest low here. Then we have a higher low here, and I want to see that keep happening. I want to trend up, okay? So we don't want to create a new low on this daily, okay? Let's see, the 4 hour. I know I've been talking a lot about Bitcoin, Ethereum, but guys, that runs the market. 4 hour is looking okay. We got our bounce here. Let's just see what happens with this trend, okay? So Matic, you guys know how I feel about Matic, okay? We've been doing this all the way since, I mean, we caught this dip right here. I mean, I like I said, I was trying to get this filled, and I got in at 72. But we've been talking about that. I actually had this perfect too, guys. I had this at 62 on one of my old charts, and we hit it to the cent. And I didn't even get my order filled right. I was trying to get it filled, then I had to cancel it. And as I'm trying to cancel it and do all this stuff, then I had to manually do it. By the time I got in, it was at 72. But I mean, hey guys, it is what it is, right? But we made 100. Listen, we took this trade back here when I first started my channel. And this was, I think it was like what was it? Like a 200, what would we get? Like a 200% move. I remember we did really good on that one. I don't talk about money on this channel, guys, because one of my big mentors, you guys can check him out, AC Trader, AC_trader. He's on Stock Twits, on Twits. One of my good friends. I've known him for many years. Awesome person. He's one of the guys that would just say, hey, you don't need to mention money, because some people would be like, oh, you don't have this much money in it. How big's your position? And then I would show my positions online, and people would be like, whoa, So, like, to me, I won't even talk about it. But so Matic, I just want to see us getting above $2 and 204. Get a 4-hour candle closing or daily above there. And I would like to see this 190 area, or even 180. As long as 180 holds, I'm bullish on this. And I would like to get above this 204 and get a daily or 4-hour candle closing above there. Cardano. Look, guys, we're trading sideways. We're holding my zone at 120. We talked about just holding this 120. And then we just want to get a 4-hour candle closing above the 130. And then eventually we can get to this 140 to 142 mark, get above there, get past this 145, maybe get a breakout and get to this 150, which could be a little 150. Yeah, we could see a little bit of a rejection. It's an even line. You could probably see it right here. So maybe 150, and then we can get up into this area. But that's what I'm looking at. I want to see 120 hold up. I would like to see this 125 also hold up on this new daily. So let's see if that can hold. Solana, we got our bounce perfectly off my box. We talked about the 150. I do not. This is a weekly right here. I put it in here today. It's coming in right around 147.5. I don't want to see us getting any kind of daily candle closing under there. It could get a little ugly. We did get the close above 160. Now it's acting as support. So I want to see the 160 hold up. We did get rejected at 163, so let's see if we can get a 4-hour candle closing above there and get continuation to push up to the 170 to 176 area, and then we'll go from there. So that's what I'm looking at for Solana. Cardano, how much time do we have? Okay, we don't have much time, but Avalanche. Okay, so Avalanche, guys, beautiful. We got our bounce off of 75. We talked about this $75 area. We got our bounce. We didn't get the daily candle closing under this trend. Beautiful. Loving this. After we already had this rejection here at 96. So now I'm shooting for 96. Guys, I'm shooting for 95, 96. And let's break this trend. Maybe we trade sideways for a little bit more before we break it. I want to see us get back above 100 and push our way back up to 119 and 121 area. But those are the levels I'm looking for. As long as we hold 80 on the daily, guys, this right here, this 79, 80 area, and we don't get this daily closing under this trend line that we drew, then Avalanche is still looking bullish to me. Okay, Shib, guys, it's just in our zone. It's in our buy zone. Listen, I've been buying this zone. Any kind of these dips, I'm buying these dips. Okay, I told you guys that. Like I said, I was buying at 32. Even though this went down, guys, this is wrong again. I don't know why they do this, but it got down to this 3,000 area. I was buying at 32. I continued to buy at 32. I think this is setting up for something nice here. We'll find out. I could be wrong. But I've been buying a lot of these dips, guys. I bought Avalanche. I was buying, Solana on this dip. This was an easy buy. I tried to get this filled, but it didn't get filled, so I didn't get any. Matic, I have a big position in Matic, so I'm just kind of holding it. Ethereum, same thing. I have a big long position that I bought for way back here. So I'm just holding a lot of things. Bitcoin, I have, a lot cheaper than this as well. So those things I'm just holding, but we'll see what happens. So far, everything's looking good. Tomorrow, things can change depending on what the Fed does. But listen, that's it for tonight's video, guys. Much love to you guys. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you sub to my channel. It's very important. And that's it for tonight's video, guys. Love you all, and peace out.